It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. All that and more coming up next.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by my partner Charles Davis. Charles, these Browns, no other way to say it, they took a step back last year. What do you think that they need to do to get back to the playoffs while competing in a tough AFC North?
They need to get back to the identity that their head coach established a couple seasons ago. A hard running game, consistent play from their quarterback, and then they have new management on the defensive side of the ball. They'll try and get after you in the pass rush.
Well, meanwhile, the visiting Steelers come into 2023 with something to prove. They finished above 500 at 9-8 last year, but wound up on the outside looking in terms of the playoff race.
And you and I both know how it is around Pittsburgh. Death taxes and the Steelers finish 500 or above. But they want to get beyond that. They want to get back to those days when the Steelers were playing deep into the playoffs for the chance to go to the Super Bowl. And they feel like this team is continuing to get better.
To get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the three-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson. In his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team. But he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football, but that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
To throw is Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Down right around the 25. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
We're scoreless after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Off of play action, it's Watson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Harris running straight ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Pickens on the slant. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw, Pickett. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Still going inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And pass complete to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13. Here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Pickett now on 1st down. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns were given a solid performance in that first half from their quarterback, Deshaun Watson. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pickett right back to the air again. He finds Pickens over the middle. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Watson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A handoff for Warren, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. On the run, it's Warren. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning.
Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They run with Ford. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Well, this offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Watson to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Ford. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Ford, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Ford. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
This Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
And This is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 21-14, 35 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Pickett. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, that's when this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Oh, what a play, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And you've got no timeouts. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
This is 1st and 10. One final shot for Pickett. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.